Hey guys, so we're doing 125 math today. So for side A, what I'd like you to do is the direction says pretend you are the teacher and correct this student's paper. So go ahead and pause the video and correct this student's paper. They are doing all times threes. Then come back and check your answers with me. All right, so you should have already corrected this paper by yourself. So let's go ahead and go through and see how this student did. So 3 times 3, 9, correct. 3 times 5, 15, correct. 3 times 0 is 3, is that correct? No, it is not. What is 3 times 0? 0, right? Any number times 0 is 0. 3 times 7 is 18, is that correct? It is not. 3 times 6 is 18, but 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 2 is 6? Yep. 3 times 9 is 27? Yes. 3 times 1 is 3? Yes. 3 times 6 is 18? Yes. 3 times 4 is 12? Yep. 3 times 8 is 24? Yes. 3 times 2 is 6? 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 4 is 15. No, 3 times 5 is 15, but 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 9 is 27, yes. 3 times 0 is 0, yes. 3 times 5 is 15, yes. 3 times 1 is 3, yes. 3 times 8 is 26. No, that is incorrect. Actually, 3 times nothing is 26, right? 3 times 9 is 27, close. But 3 times 8, we already said it, is 24. 3 times 3 is 9, yes. 3 times 6 is 21. Nope. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 4 is 12, yes. 3 times 0 is 0, yes. 3 times 2 is 6, yep. And 3 times 6 is 18, And 3 times 5 is 15. Great job. If you guys got this correct, great job. Give yourself a star or a smiley face. All right, let's go ahead and look at side B. Now, for side B, I want you to complete this by yourself and then have mom or dad or grandma or auntie, uncle, whoever's with you, go ahead and correct it. Have them initial it or write their name and then circle the problems that are incorrect and have you go back and fix those problems, okay? So that is side B of your fact sheet. Now, for side A of our lesson worksheet, we're going to go ahead and do that. So for side A, it wants for the name line to draw a 2.5-inch line segment. So I'm going to go ahead and look at my ruler here. Look for inches. Go ahead and line that up. And now I automatically know when it's 2.5, I'm going to stop halfway between 2 and that next number. So 2.5 is going to be right between that 2 and the 3. So I'm going to go to that half mark and draw up. Then it says measure my date line. So I'm going to go ahead and measure that out. Line it up nicely. I have 4 inches exactly. So I'm going to write my name. And then today's date would actually be, I'm going to go ahead and leave that blank and I'll add it later because I'm using my phone right now that has the date on it. So go ahead and fill in the correct date. And then number 1, 3 children can sit at the table in room 7. There are 10 tables in the room. Draw a picture to show the tables and the chairs in room 7. How many children can sit in room 7? So if you notice, it keeps saying room 7, room 7, room 7. It's trying to trick you. So I'm going to go ahead and cross out all the room 7s. So I know that's not an important information. They're just trying to add more information to confuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and look, and it says how many children? 3 children. So I'm going to go ahead and box that. The other important information says that there are 10 tables in the room. So this is what type of problem? Yeah, equal groups, right? So I'm going to draw those 10 tables. So I'm just going to do circles. 1, I'm going to go a little bit smaller. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then how many kids did it say can sit at each table? 3. So I'm just going to write a 3 in each table because that is how many kids can sit at that table. All right, so now I'm going to write my number sentence. So 3 children. I have enough space here that I can write all of my labels completely out. So I'm going to go and write 3 children. Now, when I do equal groups, that reminds me that this is a multiplication problem. So I need to write times. How many tables did I draw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tables. Equals, now I have to times 3 by 10. Now, we learned earlier, whenever you times by 10, that's the same thing as counting by 10. So I'm going to count by 10 3 times. 10, 20, 30. So 30 children, 30 children, 30 children in the classroom. All right, now number 2, it says label this array. Now we know array is a multiplication problem, always, right? So let's go ahead and look and count how many tall is our array. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Now let's count how many squares wide is our array. 1, 2. Now let's write our number sentence. Like I said, I always remember arrays are multiplication problems. So I'm going to go ahead and put that multiplication and my equal sign. So 3 times 2 equals, I know that whenever I times 2, it makes the other number a doubles fact, right? So 3 plus 3 is 6. Now, if I want to go back and check my answer, I can add up all my squares. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am correct. All right, let's look at number 3. Circle the best number sentence to estimate the sum of 63 and 29. Oh, this is something we haven't done in a while. So remember, estimating is what is the nearest 10 to that number. So for example, when I'm looking at 63 and 29, 63, is that closer to 60 or closer to 70? 60, right? That's only 3 away from 60. Let's look at 29. Is that closer to 20 or 30? 30, right? Because look, 29, one more, it's going to be 30. So I have to look for 60 plus 30. Do you see 60 plus 30 anywhere? Yeah, right here. Excellent. All right, number 4. Sandy's family ate 2.5 cakes. Color the cakes to show how much cake they ate. How much cake is left? So she ate 2.5 cakes. So let's go ahead and color those in. So I know my big number 2 is going to go 1 whole cake, 2 whole cakes. Now she ate a half a cake. So I'm going to break in one of these cakes in half, 2 pieces, and color just one of those. Now I want to know how much is left. So let's look. I have 1 whole cake left and a what? Half. So I'm going to write 1.5 because I have that half left over and 1 whole square left over. All right, number 5. Circle the clock that shows a 1/4 to 6. Now remember, whenever I see a 1/4 to, that automatically tells me, ding, 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 it's almost that next hour, right? So it's almost 6 o'clock. So first off, I know I have to find a clock where the hour hand is near the 5, right? So let's check this one real quick. So I have the hour hand a little bit past my 6. So is that going to be correct? No. This one, I have my hour hand still a little bit past 6. Is that going to be correct? No. This one, my hour hand is at my 5, but where's my minute hand? At the 3, right? So that's only a 1/4 past 5. Nope. Now this one, my hour hand's in between my 5 and my 6 where I want it. And my minute hand's at my 9, which is 45, right? 5, 10, 15 minutes until 6 o'clock. So is that a 1/4 to 6? Yes, it is. Let's look at number 6. I'm going to go ahead and do my tricky lines. All right, so the first problem is addition. So let's go ahead and start with my ones first. 7 plus 4 is 11. Carry my 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. Then 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do this one. Ooh, subtraction, which means I need to check my numbers and make sure that I can subtract before I move to the next row, right? So let's see. Can I subtract 3 things from 1? No, I can't. But wait, can I subtract 7 things from 2? No, I can't. So I have to start all the way over here and borrow. So I'm going to cross out my 6, turn it into a 5. Now I got to bring that group of 10s over here, which turns it into a 12. But can I minus 3 from 1? No, so I have to borrow another group from here. So this 12 is actually going to turn into an 11. And then that one group of 10 that I borrowed is going to turn this one also into an 11. Now, can I subtract 3 from 11 and 7 from 11? I can. So let's go ahead and do our subtraction now. So 11 minus 3. 11. 10, 9, 8. 7 minus 11 is 11. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 4. And then 5 minus nothing is 5. All right, let's go ahead and do the next one. This is addition this time. So I'm going to go ahead and find the closest thing to a group of 10s. 9 plus 3 is 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 12 plus 8 is going to be 20, because 8, 9, 10, and then carry my 1. So 0, carry my, actually 2, because it's 20. And then 5 plus 3 is 8, 9, 10, 100 even. And that is side A, guys. Now for side B, we're going to do a couple together. And then you're going to pause the video and do some of them yourselves and then come back. So we're going to go ahead and do number 1 together. So Mrs. Wagner had 5 games for the children to use during recess. 4 children can play each game. Draw a picture to show the games and children. How many children can play the game? So I know that there are 5 games, and then how many children were there? 4 children. So this is a what type of problem again? Equal groups, right? So I'm going to draw my 5 games. Let's just do some boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 4 children. 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. So I know 5 games. I'm going to write 5 games. If it's an equal groups problem, it's always going to be multiplication. How many children? 4 children. Now, 5 times 4, I can count by 5 4 times. So 5, 10, 15, 20 children can play. All right, now number 2, I want you to do by yourself. Label this array. Write a number sentence for the array. So figure out how tall, how wide, and do your multiplication problem. Go ahead and do that, and then pause the video and come back. All right, so let's see if you got that correct. So how tall is your array? 2. How wide is your array? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know it's a multiplication problem, so 2 times 4 equals what? Whenever I times by 2, it's a doubles fact. What's 4 plus 4? 8. Then I can check my answer by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I'm correct. Number 3, estimate the sum. This is another one you can do by yourself because we've been doing this for a while. So take these 2 numbers, estimate which 10s they're closest to, and find the correct number sentence. Go ahead and pause the video and do that now. All right, so 28 is closer to 20 or 30? 30. 49, is that closer to 40 or 50? 50. So I'm going to look for 30 and 50 in the number sentence right here. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and do number 4 together because this is kind of old information, but we're looking at it in a new way. So Carol's family ate 1.5 cakes. So I'm going to color in 1 whole cake and a half. Now it wants to know how much cake show how much cake is left. So let's count 1 whole cake, 2 whole cakes, and a half. All right, number 5. If you want to go ahead and try this on your own, go ahead and pause the video, do it yourself, and then come back to me. All right, so 1/4 again, that means it's almost 5 o'clock. So which means my hour hand has to be between what 2 numbers? 4 and 5, right? So is this in between 4 and 5? It is. Where's my minute hand? At the 3. So that's only 5, 10, 15 minutes. So that is 4:15. So not that one. Let's look. This hour hand's between my 4 and the 5, correct? Yes, it is. Now my minute hand's at the 9. So let's see. 5, 10, 15 minutes till 5 o'clock. Is it almost 5? Yes, it is. So that is correct. Now number 6, I'm going to go ahead and do the tricky lines for you. Go ahead and pause the video and do this by yourself. All right. So let's go ahead and check your answers. 9, 10, 11, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is multiplication, subtraction. Can I subtract 9 from 1? No. Can I subtract 6 from 4? No. So I need to borrow from my 8, turn it into a 7. Bring that group of 10 over here, which turns this into a 14. But can I subtract 9 from 1? Nope. So I have to borrow from my 14, turn it into a 13, and turn my 1 into an 11. So 11 minus 9, 10, 11 is 2. 6 minus 13 is 7. And then 7 minus nothing is 7. Then we're going to do our addition. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. 4 plus 7 is 11. Plus 1 more is 12. And that is it. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. Now on this one, your Fact Master, these are your times 4s. And we're actually going to do this Fact Master with your fact assessment and your written assessment, which is going to come next week. So don't worry about this today. If you want to get a jump on it, you totally can, but we're not going to be doing it with 125. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye.